What it do, y'all? It's boy Mistro in the cut, and I'm rolling with another video, okay? You feel me? But before I get to that, some of y'all have noticed that now on my channel, I've deleted some of my YouTube videos. That is because, one, I need to redo them because they got copyrighted. And also, two, I just feel like they need a new rebranding idea for it. So some of those videos will actually be recurring again later on in the future. Like some of the top 10s that I did, some of the shorts that I did, all of those will still be on my channel. But I'm just trying to rebuild my channel and do what's right for it. But other than that, like I said in a previous video, man, it's gonna be a top 10 Nickelodeon shows, man. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, this list was...
It was pretty easy.
Because there's not a lot of Nickelodeon live action, okay? You know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna see the SpongeBobs. You're not gonna see Fairly Odd Parents. You're not gonna see those type of shows. Why? Because it's live action, such as Carly's, Victorious, you know, all that. But before we get into that, it wouldn't be a Mistro video without cueing that intro. A lot of these shows in Nickelodeon weren't as watchable as the Disney shows, but Nickelodeon does have some bangers. They're mainly known for like their, you know, cartoon side, because SpongeBob basically runs everything now. But anyway, my shows that are honorable mentions are Game Shakers, Kenan and Kel, Sam and Cat, Nicky, Ricky, Dicky, and Don, all right? All four of these shows, they got some good actors and actresses in them, but they are not better, really, than any top 10. Now again, before I give my list, it's my list, so don't be saying,
He forgot a certain show.
I didn't, trust me. If I did, just comment down below which shows I missed so I can be like, yeah, it could have been on the list, but no, all right? Criteria for my picks are theme songs. I'm a music head, so if you don't got a good theme song, probably not as high. Good characters, such as good actors and actresses, and what they actually did on the show. The word that I give is gluability. Yes.
Gluability.
Gluability is rewatchability. How good was the show? Can you go 10 years later and still watch that show? That's gluability. Staying glued to your seat and actually watching it and learning, all right? So now, let's get to the top 10. For number 10, it's an old show. A lot of y'all probably never seen it, but I love this show because when I was young, I used to watch the show all the time. It's the Amanda Show. All my 90s babies and even 2000s babies, Amanda Bynes was running stuff, okay? She was running that show. She was actually one of the coldest actresses of all Nickelodeon. But I'm not gonna get too much into detail on that, so Amanda Bynes, for me, the Amanda Show is number 10. This show could have been so much higher for number 9 for me. I'm not gonna be biased. It's Nash Declassified. Theme song, smash. Characters, smash. Only problem is the daggone podcast, man. Every time I watched it, they was talking about smashing each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't gotta talk about that, man. And Cookie being the third wheel and all. Y'all ain't gotta do that. So now when I go back and watch that, all I can think about is, man, y'all just ruined y'all reboot. Y'all ruined y'all show for having a reboot. And Nash Declassified was one of my top shows growing up. I used to watch that religiously, man. Come on, y'all. The school survival, come on, man. Y'all know how cold Nash Declassified was. And I'm gonna move on, because they ruined that show, man. They ruined that show. They ruined it up for me. So, moving on, Nash Declassified for me is number 9. I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot to name a criteria on here, and that's awards. Now, I know people are like,
Well, why would you look up awards?
trust me, it's my reason for number 8, and that being All That. Now, I know some of you are saying, why not Kenan and Kel on this list? Because Kenan and Kel are on All That, okay? They may be even better on All That than Kenan and Kel. To be honest with you, Kenan and Kel was funny, but All That had those two. It had the big white girl, and it had the dudes coming in and out. It was kind of like Saturday Night Live for kids. And it was running Nickelodeon at that time. It's like the longest running show of all Nickelodeon. And from like the 90s to the 2000s, it was winning TV show of the year. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, How do you not put the longest aired show on the top 10 Nickelodeon TV show list? See what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people didn't watch all that. Theme song was killer. Lisa Left Eye Lopez, rest in peace. She killed that thing, 100%. It still deserves to be on this list. So for me, number 8 is All That. Big Time Rush, number 7, you feel me?
Play it straight, don't look back, don't hesitate. When you go.
Theme song, cold. Looking for a Boyfriend, cold. Funniness, cold. Characters, cold. It just didn't last as long as the other shows, and that's what, unfortunately. Boy band, you know what I'm saying? The single was cold. It was nice. It's not as cold as,
Victorious.
But they still deserve some love on this. I don't care what nobody say, man. Big Time Rush is a top 10 show for me. Big Time Rush is my number 7. When you start to look at stats and you start to look at all these awards and stuff like that, and then you look down to see if they had a good show, my number 6 is the Thundermans.
It's not what you get, living our lives with a
Kira Costner and Jack Griffo did their thing on that show. I won't even lie to you. I had to go back and watch it. It is not that bad when you're a grown-up watching that show. It's a Thunderman family show, you feel me? It was kind of like The Incredibles, but on TV. They had all the superpowers and stuff. It was cool. They was moving around the equipment. You know what I'm saying? It was a clean little theme song, but it's not as nostalgic as the other ones. I'm trying to tell y'all from experience of watching it as a young kid to now being grown up and watching it now. But the Thundermans was still a good show. It's not a lot of shows that are really much better than the Thundermans. But for me, the Thundermans is number 6.
Up the tube!
Henry Danger is number 5. The debate you can have is the Thundermans could be better than Henry Danger, and Henry Danger could be better than Thundermans. The only reason why I really put Henry Danger over them is because Jason Norman won so many TV Male Actor of the Year for the Kids' Choice Awards for Nickelodeon. It's crazy. I think he won like 3 or 4 of them, and the TV show wasn't even going on. But the Thundermans, I think the Thundermans could be better, but ultimately Henry Danger is better. I mean, I really like the humor in Henry Danger that I do the Thundermans, me personally. And I also think, him being a superhero going down the tube, up the tube, the theme song was kind of like corny, but it was still like catchy enough for me to say, oh yeah, that's Henry Danger. So for me, Henry Danger is number 5. I will argue my top 4 is the Mount Rushmore for Nickelodeon, especially for me. Because without these 4 shows, Nickelodeon is garbage. My number 4 may got the coldest theme song. I don't care what nobody say. Because when you hear that, are you ready? You know what the theme song is. It's Zoe 101.
I know you see me standing here.
Again, it's kind of part of that, if the show runs longer, it could have been better. But Jamie Lynn Spears and Zoe, cold. You know what I'm saying? You had the rest of the crew. It was pretty cold, but nothing hits like that thing. I really just remember the theme song. I was singing that theme song, you know what I'm saying, as a kid. Ooh, I know you see me standing here. Do I look good, my dear? Do I look good today? Ooh, ooh, ooh. You gotta love that theme song, man. But for Zoe, I feel like Zoe 101 was just one of those shows that got caught in the crossfire. Like, it got caught with the main shows of that time and really couldn't win anything. They didn't win not one award besides Jamie winning Actress of the Year for a couple times. But I think Zoe 101 is a good show. You gotta watch that show, but I think that's what made the blueprint for school kids to watch that show, especially in like an upper echelon type of school. So for me, Zoe 101, the number 4. Oh man, I hated this. I really wanted to put this higher, but my biases got the best of me, man. Drake and Josh is number 3. Drake and Josh was the epitome of saving Nickelodeon. There aren't a lot of elite live action shows for Nickelodeon. This was really, for me, the first one that came up with our age group that was like lit. Like Drake and Josh, and then you had the annoying little sister on there, which we'll get to her later. But Drake and Josh, like their humor, their back and forth humor was crazy. They had way too many serious moments that we could relate to. And it was just more nostalgia for them. The theme song was cold. Like, come on, man. Gonna take some time to realize. I'm big on theme songs. Theme songs can really make or break a lot of shows. Because there are a lot of great shows out there with theme songs, but there are a lot of bad shows with good theme songs, and they can get boosted up just a little bit just because of the theme song. Because when you really think about it, you got the little intro, and then you got about 15 to like 45, maybe a minute of a theme song that can either catch a person's eye or it can go to you feel me? So that's why I really think Drake and Josh really carries. But if you really watch the show at that time, Drake and Josh, come on now. I don't gotta explain too much about these later shows, but Drake and Josh won TV Show of the Year for like 3 years straight, maybe 4. Because it was just that bad of other shows surrounding it. Well, not other shows, because Zoe 101 was part of them, that upper echelon. But I'll get to the other 2 right now. So Drake and Josh for me is number 3. Number 2, I was fighting to be number 1. But when you look at the awards, god dog, it's kind of tough not to put the show that I have number 1 and number 1. This is my favorite TV show. Victorious is number 2.
Here I am,
Once again. Like, come on, man. That TV show was cold. I can definitely make the case for it being number 1. We have 4 Hall of Fame players. Ariana Grande, boom. Victoria Justice, boom. Leon Thomas, boom. Elizabeth Gillies, boom. Like, we have 4 Hall of Famers on the team, but it didn't have a final ending, which sucks. But Leon Thomas, boy, had all the bangers on that show. I ain't ready for that. First of all I need is Ariana Grande. That's all I need. That's all I just say why Victoria should be better than iCarly. But if we're purely talking about show for show, Victorious is really number 2. I can't really argue that because it got canceled, and well, number 1 is kind of it's number 1 for a reason. So Victorious for me is number 2. I know you see somehow the work. Man, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? It's iCarly. Like, I can't help it.
I know you see somehow the world will change for
From
me.
2008 to 2013, iCarly was nominated for Best TV Show. From 2008 to 2013, iCarly was nominated for Best Actress. From 2008 to 2013, they won an award every year. That's how crazy that show was. The show, it came right after Drake and Josh, and they had Zoe 101. And then they had Victorious fighting against them. Beat all those shows, which are in my Mount Rushmore. It's crazy. First of all, Carly Shane, alpha. Sam Bucket, alpha. Freddie Benson, alpha. Spencer, alpha. Gibby, alpha. Freddie's mom, alpha. Freddie's countdown in 5, 4, 3, 2. Like, come on, man. Alpha. How you don't say iCarly ain't the number 1 TV show as far as live action wise, because we know SpongeBob and Friends Our Parents have something else to say. But as far as live action, come on, man. It's got to be iCarly. I don't care what nobody really says at the end of the day, because iCarly deserves this flowers way above everybody else. I'm sorry. Anybody that says anything otherwise about this, Nickelodeon's not really known for being better than Disney. I just want to let y'all know that. Whether it's TV shows, cartoons, or animated films. We don't even want to touch animated films, man. That's another video for y'all. But yeah, that's my list. Let me know down in the comments what I missed or what I should have put on the honorable mentions or any of that. But y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Make sure to stream Hop in My Ride. Make sure to subscribe to my music channel. Stay blessed. God do the rest. Hop in your ride. And I think you better go with the Strojo. Peace.